We will have Barbara get started. One moment, please.
Thanks, Christy.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Well, maybe we'll get them up here. I apologize. Here we are. Okay. So here is our waiver. Any questions, feel free to reach out to Barbara or Andrea. And then here are our resources. Okay, I'm going to start sharing. Barbara, all you.
Perfect. Let me get my timer started and we will be ready to go. Turn my camera on for you. Okay. 1 down, 2 down. There we are. Welcome, everyone. My name's Barbara Morgan. I'm with Health Fitness. Thank you for joining me for ERGOFIT, 10 minutes of stretching. Today, we're going to focus on seated lower back stretches. And we've talked just about every week now. I can't believe we're in March already, about how great it is to just change your body position at least every 35, 40 minutes and stand up. But sometimes we can't do that. So today we're going to focus on what you can do if you're in your seat. Sometimes we're in a big open room and you don't want to, be moving around too much. But lower back is a great a place to, have stress during the day, especially, here we are getting into the afternoon, the middle of the week. So we're going to start with some deep breaths, just like we would do standing up. And if you can stand up, please feel free to do it. But for those of you who are kind of stuck, we're just going to reach up over our heads, a little bit to each side, reach out to the walls on the way down. One more deep breath. I'm going to ask you to leave everything behind for just these 10 minutes. There you go. Okay, first stretch, we're going to lift up our leg and kind of pull it into our chest. Now, I'm able to put my foot on the bottom of my chair and pull it in. You might not be able to do that. If you want to come forward a little bit in your chair, you can do that too. But the idea is we're trying to stretch that lower back by pulling the knee and the leg into your chest. So you want to hold that 20, 30 seconds on each side. You also can actually, I don't know if you can see my foot moving, you can do a little ankle rolls at the same time. Always good when you can multitask. We're all used to doing that all day. We're going to go over to the right leg. And again, if you want to hold each side for a minute or so and just do it once, that works too. So again, pulling the leg into your chest. We want to make sure that we're seated up, great posture, and our shoulders are down and relaxed. We're going to move over to the left side again. And remember, these are just supposed to be gentle stretches. Should never feel any pain or discomfort when you do this. You might find your range of motion changes so that with each stretch you get a little bit more flexible. But the idea is to kind of take it past what's normal, but never to the point where there's any injury or any feeling that is uncomfortable. Perfect. Shake that out a little bit. And now we're going to do a trunk. This is great to do standing up, but seated, we're just kind of leaning over, and you're going to get that stretch through the back, all up and down the lat, into the arm also. And you might find one side is a little easier than the other. We're just kind of trying to collapse those ribs down. And thank you. I noticed a lot of you are forwarding the invitation for the ErgoFit to your coworkers. I appreciate it. Go back to right side again. I encourage you to find your favorite stretches and just figure out a way to incorporate them. Put a little post-it note on your monitor to remind you, set a timer. I'm a big timer person. And one last time over to the left. Perfect. Next one, we're going to pick up our knee and cross it over, or pick up our ankle, cross it over the knee, and then we're just going to lean forward very gently. Again, you're going to pick this up through the hip and also into the lower back, maybe even a little bit of mid back. Make sure you stay pretty upright as you come forward. Don't be collapsing down. Don't round your shoulders. Also a great stretch if you haven't been up and walking around very much. These are great to do while you're watching television. Can't do them much in traffic. A couple of them you can, but this one will be a little awkward. All right, back over to the left leg again. One more time through. And I totally lost track. This is either 4 or 5, one or the other. You can come down just a little further. That feels great. Okay, another one with a bit of a twist in it. We're going to take our hands and kind of clasp them together. And then I want you to take your elbow to the opposite knee. And it's just going to create a twist. Let me turn sideways so you can see how this is going. Again, just trying to stretch the lower back in a lot of different directions. Definitely postures that you wouldn't find yourself just gravitating toward unless you were doing it consciously. Come over to the left, or with the left to the right. You can look up toward the ceiling if you want, but make sure that elbow stays up. That gets a nice twist. Some more to the other side. On the resources page, there is a link if you're interested in taking other CubeFit classes. There's a whole list of things you can sign up for. And this will be our last time over on the right side. Great. So make sure you're pushed all the way back in your chair, and then we're just going to twist. I'm going to use my armrest. Turn. Again, as much as you can, just to the point where it's just a bit of a stretch, a little further than you might normally be able to go. And then we're going to twist over to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna finish up here. We're just gonna fold over from the front all the way down and just kind of hang there a little bit, take a couple big deep breaths. So the peg for today is some laptop precautions. You want to avoid working on your laptop for over an hour at a time without any external devices. So at minimum, you always want to try to use an external device with your laptop, especially a mouse. But if you're going to be working for more than an hour, if you can use an external keyboard and mouse, you'll see in the picture that I have for you, this gentleman was very creative about getting his laptop screen up where he was looking straight ahead at it, and he put it up on a bunch of books. So you don't need necessarily a screen, but or you don't need a stand. You can be creative. So have a great Wednesday, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.